All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to From the Ashes podcast. Come on in. We just got everything set. Dinner is ready. You're welcome at our table. And joining us here is, as always, my lackey Phoenix, along with my good friends Grim, Bones, and Ocean. How about you all say hello?
Hello.
Hi.
I don't know
Hi.
what to say to that. Jeez, you're my lackey.
Huh? I think you got that the other way around.
No. By the way,
I'm sorry. Phoenix would have opened the door himself, but he's just so tired.
dude, I've got the pumpkin pie right here. Here, take it.
No. Give it to Grim or something.
Here, Graham, take this. I got to go back and get the mac
I
and
don't
cheese.
even know if he likes pumpkin pie.
As long as it doesn't have whipped cream.
Yeah,
What?
okay,
What?
hold on. Before we get into the controversy here, let's all just relax. Our guest just came through the door, and you're already gonna resort to strangling yourselves. Now, hold on. Who here actually likes pumpkin pie? I just need to know.
I love it.
I
I
don't
like it.
mind it. It's not my favorite pie,
It's-
but I will eat it.
As long as it has
It's
whipped cream.
the only
I don't even.
it's
eat
the
it.
only sweet pie that I will eat.
What the
Okay.
hell?
I like chicken
only
pot pie.
sweet.
But
Okay. I'm sitting there thinking only sweet pie. There's like a pizza
Alright,
pie, I guess.
What about you, Bones? You've been quiet over there.
He said
Yeah.
he liked it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So
Clean
that's
out your ears, man.
that's most of us liking, and one is okay. Yeah, it's fine. I'll eat it, but it wouldn't be my first choice. Okay.
I like
Now-
pecan pie better. Just saying.
Pecking.
Base choice.
Honor
Anyways,
apple.
all right, let's go back to strangling each other. We'll just have our guest sit on the other side of the table over there. What is
Yeah.
this about you not liking whipped cream on the pumpkin pie?
Yeah, I need to know.
okay. Look, you and I have plenty of history, Assassin. All right. So why are you shocked when I say I don't like the thing that makes the sweet thing even more sweet? You know I hate chocolate.
I don't know
So,
why,
like-
but you just remind. I thought it was because of that one story with the milk.
Okay, no, we're not bringing that up at Thanksgiving.
Please do. I need to
Foiled,
hear
No,
foiled whipped cream.
So
To Grim's
picture it.
defense, though, whipped cream does suck. I hate it.
Picture it, Sicily,
Thank you.
1865. Now go ahead with your story, Grim.
No.
Come on.
We have two whipped cream
It's
haters.
It's going to take 20 minutes to explain the entire story.
Oh, that's less time I have to talk.
Exactly.
Go on about you getting milked.
Just give us a short version, man.
Okay, so one day, right? Now, context for this is important. I had a job, right? I was still living with my parents, but I had a job at this point. And I went upstairs because I woke up a little bit late, so I didn't have time for an actual breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, whatever, I'll just have a glass of milk. And I look at the milk, right? And it is 1 day expired. Okay.
Mhm.
And I'm like, hey, Mom, you need to get milk sometime soon. This milk is expired. And she's like, well, how much? I said, oh, it's only a day. And she's okay, well, milk lasts like a week after it expires. And I was like, I don't know if I believe that. I really don't. But since it's only a day, I'll trust you this one time. Keep in mind, I have a horrible gag reflex, right? So I poured a glass of milk and
Mhm.
I took a sip, and we have an island counter, right?
Mhm.
And very first thing after I take the first swig, I projectile vomit all over the counter, right? And my mom, she like gets up because she doesn't want to get, spat on, essentially, right? And she's just like, Grim, what the fuck? Right?
Oh
And I'm
my
just like,
gosh.
right? And then I literally just walked outside, sat on our concrete porch, and stared out into the vast empty blue sky for 5 minutes before leaving for work. I was like, you did this, I'm not cleaning that up. And I left.
Dang, Arson, that's like elementary school all over again.
Yeah, I mean, the story has been told before. It has been recorded, it has been documented, it is out there somewhere. Good luck finding it. Anyways, thank you for telling it us once again, Grim. I really
Most
appreciate that.
embarrassing
Gonna say.
stories podcast.
I am sure our guest really has their
You,
appetite not
you,
spoiled.
you started this, all right? This is all on you, Mr. Host.
Well, maybe you should have kept your fucking mouth shut about the whipped cream part, eh?
What? Sorry to have.
Well,
a
actually, I don't like
preference.
whipped.
It's like
Well,
a
actually,
back
I
of
don't.
my
I don't. I don't
family
Sorry,
want whipped cream on it.
sorry that I have preferences.
Oh, whatever.
All right, so who's gonna be the angry uncle and beat both of them?
Apparently,
It's
that's
gonna
me.
be Bones.
Oh,
No, it
yeah,
has to be Bones.
It does. It does.
Bones is the very
Hey,
cranky
hey,
uncle,
hey!
but-
Don't make me come in there.
I've got a little
Hey,
tear. I got
Look,
a
he's
little
preparing
tear.
the stuffing.
Hey, and somebody bring me another beer while we're at it. Mine's running out.
Hey, did
He's
Phoenix
the-
bring the beer? He was the beer guy.
No, I brought the mac and cheese and the
He-
pumpkin
I
pie.
thought Phoenix only brought light beer.
Yeah.
Oh
beer.
no!
I brought Michelob Light, Ultra. I mean,
I like that instantly. Everyone was like, "Dude, what the fuck?"
What is wrong with you?
No.
guys, let me just say that portrayal just happened. I got a tear coming out of my eye because it just reminds me of my childhood. Oh, so good.
Drinking light beer.
No,
Arguing about light beer?
I would never drink light beer. Actually, no, I can't say that. I when I actually do drink, I like Miller Lite. So
Miller.
I just don't
was
drink
right.
in general.
I called it. He's the light beer guy.
I mean, I was Miller Genuine Draft a long time ago, but Miller Lite's better to me. So I like it. Please,
we're
I
having
can
a
still
beer
drink you
discussion.
under the table.
Well, yeah, you're old. Old people always love drinking older people.
All right, Snowflake.
Hey, that's just factual information. You've got like 50 years on me in drinking.
50 years?
And what is that? Is that like a dog years ratio? Every beer
Apparently.
equals 7
I'm
beers?
37 years old. You got 50 years on me.
Yeah. Well, guys, I got to get back to the home. Jeez.
He's just been drinking that much.
So, anyways, this is a banger of a beginning. I mean, I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All because of whipped cream.
All because of
All
whipped
because
cream.
of whipped cream.
Cool whip.
Anyways,
Okay, Steve.
now that things have settled down around the table, how about
Still your fault.
aside from pie, shut the fuck up. Aside from
No,
pie,
no,
what I think we've already discussed this, but since our guest is here, how about we discuss what our favorite dish or food item at a Thanksgiving gathering is?
Ooh, I would really like to know that. I'm your guest, by the way.
No, don't do that, Phoenix. Wow. I'm gonna have to politely ask you to never inhale the helium out of the balloons.
Wow.
Okay, I'm done. I promise.
All right, let's start with our crazy ass uncle over there. What's your favorite dish?
Ham.
Awesome.
He's like, beer.
A base pick.
followed by whiskey.
I double fist my
Bottled.
beer.
Man.
Beard ham.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. This is Thanksgiving. Wild turkey.
Wild turkey. Yep, gotta have the wild turkey. That's funny.
Soaked in whiskey.
Whiskey and rum.
So, that's your favorite dish is ham?
Yeah. Ham.
So, okay, here's a funny story, real quick. So, I was Chad and I went to the store today because I was like, I need to go get some more stuff for Thanksgiving, and I was like, I'm going to send you over a list of things that I don't have yet. And I was like, I got the turkey, so if you want to get the ham. He was like, ham at Thanksgiving? I was like, I'm sorry, what?
What?
I was like,
I've heard of like
now
I've heard of, like-
crown roast at Thanksgiving. No, crown roast is more of well, when I have had crown roast, it was at like December 25th, Christmas. But ham and turkey are like peas and carrots. You know, like that. Most everybody serves ham and turkey.
They're staples, yeah.
And they go great on a sandwich together.
They do.
With whipped cream. No, I'm kidding.
All right.
You know what? I don't know if it would, but I would try it once.
That sounds like something like a 5-year-old would do.
You want some cranberry sauce for that sandwich?
No. You just hit
Are
my
you a cranberry guy, Grim? Along with that milk.
All right, so let's bring this back. I'm sure Arson's going to want to talk about the thing we can't stand the most either at Thanksgiving.
No, that's fine. We're still going around the table here. Let's just go through our food items really quick. All right, Grim, what's your favorite food item?
Stuffing. I love stuffing.
Great choice.
It's just solid. It is just like it complements whatever you're eating at Thanksgiving. Because I've had like turkey, ham, goose. Like it just complements all of those, right? And it's just good on its own too. So yeah, it's just stuffing. It is the pinnacle of Thanksgiving. If you don't have if you don't have stuffing, like I'm just not going to your Thanksgiving.
So, what do you like stuffing? Awkward. Okay.
Phoenix's comment aside, I was gonna be an absolute jackass and say, "Oh, do you want some whipped cream with that?"
All right.
All right, we're moving on. Ocean, what's
you're paying your dues.
Ocean, what's your
apparently for
Ocean?
Oh,
so you have to go pee
I'm gonna
again?
say the buttered rolls.
solid.
That is good. That is
Depending
a
on the
very good
roll,
choice.
to be honest.
Yeah, depending on the roll, but I love me a good buttered roll.
I'm just saying,
For my family, the buttered rolls are always the first thing gone.
if they throw out like cold rolls on the table just out of a bag, I'm gonna look at them like, "Are you nuts?"
No, fresh out of the oven, and then you butter them.
Yes.
Get back in the kitchen and
After
butter
they've
these
been
rolls.
raising up all night.
Go on, get out of here, go.
Butter these buns.
Butter D's.
Butter D's rolls.
All right,
Buttered rolls are good.
What about you, Phoenix?
What about me? Well, let's talk about what I hate first, okay? There's two
No, don't switch us up like that.
All right, well, I was just trying to cause chaos, but all right. So, my favorite thing in Thanksgiving, like when it comes to just the main course dishes, I would also have to possibly go with one of 2 or 3 things. Stuffing or dressing, depending on how. Okay, so there's a big difference between stuffing and dressing.
That is true.
Stuffing is when you shove all that goodness inside the turkey and let it cook inside of it. Dressing is when you literally just get ready for the party. No, I'm kidding. Dressing is when you do not put it inside the turkey and it's separate. So that's the difference. And I love stuffing. Like, so this year I'm going to be smoking a turkey halfway and then I'm going to finish it off in the oven. The reason why is so I can stuff the turkey halfway through, because I'm not going to do it in the smoker because that's going to be stupid. So pull it out and then stuff the stuffing in there. And then it'll incorporate that smoked taste into the stuffing, and it's so freaking good. And I can go on about all the different stuffing there is. Like, I can make it homemade, I can do this, but I said this before and I'll say it again. My favorite stuffing is the flat out just box of stovetop stuffing. Like, it is like perfectly seasoned, everything's good. And yeah, so no one can change my mind about that. That is my favorite. And then my 2 other side dishes that I really love is with green bean casserole and just a really good mashed potato, and then sometimes I like to mix all that stuff together. Well, I like to put a little bit of the stuffing inside my potatoes and mix it around a little bit. It's not bad. And maybe a piece of turkey and some gravy fall into there. And then my roll dips it in and nom, nom, nom. Anyways, I'm getting hungry. So, but yeah, that's what I like. Those are my 3 mainstays. I don't think anybody's going to be here and be like, oh, I did do a vegetable sort of. So, but anyways, yeah, that's what I like. What about you, Arson?
I'm a sucker for some good mashed potatoes.
All right. So
like if they're good, like they're good. I will eat mostly that with like some turkey and ham.
Yeah.
But
Red-
if it's like bad and it's like cold, I'm just like, yeah, no.
Yeah. But it's
Whoever
still,
made these can't come next year.
even a good cold mashed potato is still good. But, you know, there's a fine line. I get that. But what kind of potato do you like specifically? And I know we've had an episode all about potatoes, so I know you know it.
My potato knowledge.
Your potato of choice is what for mashed potatoes?
Vodka.
Vodka. Vodka potatoes.
Freaking Bones just skips everything and goes straight to vodka. We're like, hey, a lot of potatoes were killed in making this, but hey.
I'm gonna honor their
Dre-
sacrifice.
Yep.
He drenches the potatoes in vodka and then mashes them.
Oh gosh, that would be horrible. That would
Probably.
be absolutely gross. Oh, what's up, gravy? No thanks. Bloop 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 bloop.
Oh no.
Vodka gravy.
So, anyways, what would you choose as your mainstay potato? I know what mine is.
I don't
It's-
really have a preference. It's kind of just like whatever.
See, mine's got to be
I-
a good tasting red potato. Like red potatoes
Yeah.
are perfect for mashed potatoes, and you can keep the jackets on them, and they stay warm. You know, no, I'm just kidding. But you keep the jackets on them and cut them up, and you have those little chunks, of little red potato in there,
Chunks
and-
of skin, yeah.
Yeah. So it's really, you know, and I love that. And also, I'm lazy when I do mashed potatoes, so that's a cop out. So I don't have to peel them all. I wash them,
Easy.
throw them. Yep. Hey, I'm honest.
The easy man's mashed potatoes, and they
That's
still turn
right.
out good.
Well,
Excellent choice.
that's a good choice for you too, man. Mashed potatoes are bomb diggity.
Yeah, I feel like the ones we just
Mhm.
stated are like they're the essentials, man.
Yeah, for sure.
But I guess now it's time to go to the polar opposite, since you want it so much.
Yes.
What is the worst food item? And let's just start with you, man, since you wanted to get
All
it
right.
off the ground so
Well,
much.
mine's a tie. Actually, it's a three-way tie because if you go with like condiments, I was gonna say, if you go with side dishes, not just like side dishes, but appetizers. That's what I was looking for. Deviled eggs are horrible. And the reason why should not be surprising to you guys. What's one of the main ingredients of making the cream that goes into the egg?
Yes.
Mayonnaise.
What is that magical condiment?
Look, trust me, I would probably puke like Grim did if with that. So, but yeah, so mayo is like, I've been wanting to try a different way because I heard there's a way you could go and use cream cheese and sour cream and mix it together to like complement, and you don't have to use mayo. But eggs are like $15,000 a dozen, so I'm not going to do that this year.
Mhm.
But so if you go to the main dishes, two things I cannot stand, and they're equal to me because I hate them. I hate them. Cranberries of any type, cranberry sauce, cranberries cut up from the can, that freaking jellish horror from hell.
Mhm.
And then whatever you want to dress it up, it's either sweet potatoes or yams. They're nasty as all get out. And when my mom would make sweet potato casserole growing up, I would literally just steal the marshmallows off the top, and that's it.
Ha.
Like, that's all I would do. I can't stand the taste of sweet potatoes. Look, when I was married, my former father-in-law now, have you ever guys seen a white sweet potato?
Nope.
So he loves those, right? And he would cut them up, slice them up, and fry them like a potato. And you have your fried potatoes with like onions and stuff in it.
Mhm.
He told me, and I tried it, and it was nasty still. I was like, I don't care how you dress it up, it's still a sweet potato. So, but those two are the ones I can't stand the most. You can't change my mind. I was going to say change my mind, but like, no. So, yeah.
I mean, I got nothing to disagree with there.
Yeah, no, pretty solid argument all around. Well, I guess I'll go next. I am not a particularly big fan of coleslaw.
Oh, me neither.
Is anyone?
I mean,
Does anyone
surprisingly,
genuinely like coleslaw?
Surprisingly, yeah. And honestly, I don't entirely hate it, but I would never go for it. I would
I've-
never go for it. It's just there, and I feel bad for whoever bought it or whoever made it. It's just like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
I have never been to a Thanksgiving where there was coleslaw.
Me neither.
Consider
I'm glad
yourself
that I've
lucky.
never been to one.
There is one type of coleslaw I like. Once again, when you go into coleslaw, what is one of the main ingredients in it besides like cabbage and stuff like that? What is one of the main ingredients that make a coleslaw? Mayonnaise. They put it in there, mix it up. Now, if you have a vinaigrette coleslaw, it's not too bad. I've had one that was like a strawberry vinaigrette coleslaw, and it was freaking delicious. And I'm not a big fan of vinaigrette, but man, it was something about that strawberry vinaigrette that was good. But I wouldn't be caught dead with that at a Thanksgiving dinner for sure.
Is that coleslaw on your plate?
Oh, I got one other thing too that I can say on my behalf. I don't hate it, but it's not up there. Have you guys ever heard of well, they've got oyster stuffing?
Nope.
What?
Nope.
Oh, it's freaking gross. And then
Why you haven't heard of it?
yeah, and then there's also one other thing, and that's cornbread stuffing. I can't stand either. So
Cornbread stuffing.
yeah, you've not heard of either one of those?
I mean, like I've heard of cornbread, but not cornbread stuffing.
Yeah, you can get it at the store. Like Stovetop Stuffing has cornbread stuffing. But again, like I said, I love cornbread, but not in stuffing form. If you're gonna trick me with the stuffing, like there was one time I went to they had it was like their staple every year, oyster stuffing, and I tried some and I was like, nope. I like oysters, but I don't want to bite into my stuffing and it be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly. Like I don't want it to be squishy. so
Yeah.
so sorry for the noise. But
Squelch.
yeah, but anyways, back to Arson and his pick. But yeah, I'm not a coleslaw person, never have been.
Ugh.
Coleslaw's more
All
of a
right.
summer dish.
Ocean, what about you?
I mean, we don't normally go off like script of like the normal stuff we do, so I don't really have any bad experiences with anything specifically. Yeah, that's my answer. I really don't have anything.
So you're not a
Yeah.
hater when it comes to fine delicacies of Thanksgiving?
Well, I mean, I just haven't had anything that I hated on
Yeah.
He
Thanksgiving.
actually hates the turkey.
What about whipped cream?
We don't normally have whipped cream. 'Cause nobody likes
Thank
it.
you.
Dude, I put extra whipped cream on my freaking pumpkin pie. Like, I love it.
That's fine. You can use up enough of us, enough of
Yeah,
it for
yeah.
Grim and I to be included
Mm,
there.
mm, mm.
If you could just triple it up.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, though, you can't say turkey because it depends on how the turkey was made.
The baked
All right.
turkey they tried one year, that wasn't that great.
Okay, hold on. I'm going on a rant. I'm so glad none of my family members know about this podcast because every single person in all like 5 of my families, step family or not, all of them suck except for one person.
You told
And
me
that
this.
is my aunt. Yes, my aunt, she is the only person that can make a turkey that doesn't feel like it's made out of sand.
Imagine chewing on
Like-
sand. Ugh.
And
Yeah.
Mm.
I remember
Oh.
one time my mom made turkey and like I was excited because I love my mom's cooking. I took one bite and like the like sadness washed over my face and like that was a day of depression for me.
That's freaking Christmas vacation. The turkey. Oh, it's a little dry. Oh gosh. Okay. So hey, I get that. So I've had a lot of good experiences with turkeys. I I love making a nice, moist, juicy turkey. It's like the best.
It is. It really is.
Yeah, it is. And like I told you, was it yesterday, Grim? About a good trick is to take, like, once you figure out what cheesecloth is, you take, like, maybe wrap the cheesecloth around, in turkey size form where you can lay it down on top of it. Maybe 4 or 5 times. Soak it in a thing of butter until it's all, like, soaked into the cloth, and then just lay the cloth over the turkey, and then just let it cook. Don't baste it or anything. It literally just does it from there. And I've never done that, but they say it's absolutely delightful. That or a turkey bag. Have you ever seen those?
I don't think so. Like I know what a cheesecloth is, and I've seen my mom use one, but I don't think I've ever heard of a turkey bag.
Well, a turkey bag's just basically it's usually a Reynolds. Yeah, it's a Reynolds wrap thing, so it's a high heat thing where you just seal your turkey into this plastic bag, and then seal it shut, and then just put it in the freaking oven until it's done. And that's it.
It's pretty convenient.
And it literally just, like, of course you put, like, an ungodly amount of butter on it. So, I'm just saying. But they say the best way to do that is to cook a turkey upside down to make the breast part of it, like, super juicy. Because that's where all the butter's going to be, right? So, but for real, just flip the turkey, flip the bird over, and let it cook. So, but yeah, there's my tips for you. I've actually used a bag before because my ex-wife used to like to do that stuff. I never even heard of it until then. And I was like, what is this? It's like the first Resident Evil
contraption.
What is this? So, but yeah, so you can always, they're like, hey, tired of your turkey tasting like sand, feeling like sand? So, but yeah, that's it.
What say you, Bones? What's your least favorite item on the menu?
Beans.
Beans?
But they're good for your heart.
It's not for his taste buds.
Beans are disgusting.
Like,
are we talking baked beans or like green beans? Because I've had both at Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I agree. Beans in general just suck.
oh.
Like if it was green beans, I would 100% agree, no questions asked. Baked beans, I feel like there's a little leeway, but not really.
Okay, so you're saying you guys don't like beans, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, so did you know that technically a peanut is a bean?
Yes, it is a legume.
Okay, well then
That is the only acceptable legume I enjoy.
and unless it is boiled. Boiled peanuts are nasty.
Who boils
people boil peanuts? What?
And those people are what we call psychopaths.
Yeah, look, when I lived in Atlanta, it was a big thing. And now they do it out here too. Like they were doing it back home in Indiana, and now in Colorado I've seen it. It's like it's the nastiest thing. I was like, dude, if I want my oh my gosh. If I want my nuts pre-sucked.
My nuts.
That's basically what you're doing is like, you boil all these peanuts in their shell. And so it's in the shell. And yeah, it's freaking absolutely disgusting. I would never. They got them in cans. You can get boiled peanuts in cans too.
I feel like this is just some sort of like pyramid scheme for some sort of witch potion where it's like, all right, we need to boil 50,000 peanuts and have like however many people eat them, and then we can all curse them with just bad taste.
It's reverse Salem.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Ocean?
I said, and then pre-suck their nuts.
Yeah. Like, if I want my nuts pre-sucked, I'll go to a hooker. I mean, what? No.
That sounds expensive.
Oh gosh, I'll just get some peanut butter and let the dog. Never mind.
No,
oh, no.
I'm kidding. It's an inside joke with my Discord, to be honest. In the zombie.
Do
like it
what?
goes way back, like the whole put peanut butter on your know what and let them lick it off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it goes way back. It's an inside joke, and of course, then there's the whole bit about Chad choking on cock. You know, it goes one and one with each other. It's kind of funny, but we're not going to explain that now because this is all about Thanksgiving, right? Family friendly.
Yeah, this is totally been family friendly.
I'm sure our guest is enjoying the food and the company.
I'm really enjoying it.
Shut up, Phoenix.
Oh, anyway, so yeah. I don't know, like beans, huh? I love green bean casserole. I love it. Like
You would.
Evil.
well, you know. But
Do you like
anyways.
whipped cream on top of it?
You know what? I do. I'm glad you asked.
You madman.
Heart is full of evil.
The middle of the table is just stacked high with whipped cream cans.
It's got like it's literally like a fountain of whipped cream,
Oh.
you know.
Like a chocolate fountain.
Yes.
All right, everybody, gather around the whipped cream fountain. It's time for Thanksgiving.
So stick
All
your head
right.
in. Just stick your head in. It's
Yeah.
okay.
The whip fondue.
Well, now
I
that
will-
we've
I will
we've
say
all
this about
settled
whipped
in.
cream real quick. So there's a few years ago at this fall festival that I did with my school, and they voted basically. They got the vote on the teachers that they wanted to hit with the pie. And so they actually put in like drawings. Basically, they would buy raffle tickets and stuff. And so when the kids found out that I was gonna be a part of it, they were like, basically they're all like, your favorite teacher's the one that's gonna get the pies. So basically, all these kids I got pied in the face 10 times that night, and it was all whipped cream. Now, I was making fun of one of the other teachers because this was not his first rodeo. He brought a garbage bag. You remember how I did that on Thanksgiving? I mean, not Thanksgiving, on my birthday, put a garbage bag around me. So when I got hit with the pies on stream, Zhombi, it just wouldn't like be all up in everywhere. Well, I learned that from this because that's what he did. And so what I did not figure out until afterwards is how, when they do the pie throwing thing at the beginning and you're there for the most of it, it's going to like set into every bit of your hair and shirt, and it's going to stink horribly. Bringing back bad memories there, Grim.
Yeah.
But it's
don't yak at the table.
I had to drive an hour home after that thing, and just like, I went home and I showered for like an hour just with my face underneath, like,
Pie.
like it was a great experience, but also not so much because of all the whipped cream. So yeah, I could get y'all that one, Grib, okay? Anyways, now that we've settled in, like Arson said, let's
Yeah, now that we're all settled in at the table, how about we exchange some stories, yeah? Anybody got any stories from any interesting, pleasant, unpleasant Thanksgivings?
Don't we got to say grace first? I'm kidding.
Do you want to? I mean, I don't know.
Someone needs to pray for you, heathens. Jeez, I mean, I'm what? But anyways, yeah, I think stories would be great. So, who wants to go first? Arson, who do you want first to go first?
I mean, honestly, I was really just going for whoever has a story, anybody talks when they want to, type of thing.
This wasn't like it was at our Thanksgiving, but it wasn't any of my family members. We rented out a church and we were having the Thanksgiving in the basement, right? And I had already got done eating, and I was just kind of hanging out outside talking to some of my cousins, and it wasn't like a full block, right? But it was like a little ways down. Two people got in an argument, and I don't know how this escalated so badly, but one of them suplexed the other guy.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa. And like me and like my extended family, we were just kind of watching. I don't know how it got that bad, but like they were just angry. And then I remember one of them wasn't like crazy smaller, but he was still like a fair bit smaller than the other guy.
Yeah.
And he just gets grabbed and just absolutely like atom bombed.
Wow.
I never did find out why they were arguing.
You just overhear him go, "No, I'm more thankful for you." Whack. Holy crap, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's one of the funnier ones I can think of at the moment.
Well, I can tell you a story. I got a couple, but I'll just leave with this one. Look, and this is kind of a sentimental thing because this takes me back to my dad who passed away over 14 years ago. So we would wake up to the smell of turkey, obviously, and coffee because got to have both, I guess. And not to mention cinnamon rolls. So my mom would always, and I think this was more of a Christmas thing, but it's also, they did it on Thanksgiving too. So we'd make some cinnamon rolls in the morning for breakfast. And because it was an easy thing to do, right? Right. But, like just boom, throw it in, bam, get it done. Okay. And so we'd wake up in the morning. We'd start by, throwing on the Macy's Day Parade or one of the, Thanksgiving parades. There we go. And we would just have a really good time as a family. Like my family fought a lot. Okay. We were not always on the same page. We were the type of family that would pretty much say anything to hurt you, no matter what it was. I feel like I broke that mold because, I couldn't live like that anymore. But the thing is on the holidays, we always came together. And that's one thing I remember most about stuff like that is because we would have such a great day. Our day would go, while mom's in the kitchen, we would be helping with like doing cheese balls or, stuff like that, different things, set out like different types of, chips and whatnot. And, just having everything set up and ready to go for when we do have our guests, because the thing is about my house is we always had people on Thanksgiving and Christmas. We'd have a bunch of people come over for Thanksgiving. We were one of the hot spots that would come over and be like, okay, this is our second Thanksgiving of the day, and we would just have a house full, and it was always a great time. Like we'd play games, we'd watch football, we just did so much. And then when everybody left, we'd a lot of times we'd get the stuff for the tree and we'd hang up. We'd actually put up our Christmas tree after Thanksgiving is officially over. We would put up the tree, and that would be the last thing we did on Thanksgiving. We'd sit there, we'd listen to Christmas music as we put up the tree, maybe watch some Christmas stuff. That really does that Thanksgiving night. For me was never about like stupid freaking like door deals and stuff like that you get from the store. It was about family. You'd go and that's what kicked off Christmas for us was Thanksgiving night. It was the last thing we did, and it was never before Thanksgiving, never. But yeah, that's pretty much, I kind of tied all the stories in together. So that was my one big one. But yeah, that's pretty much my Thanksgiving tradition. Like we always did that, always. And matter of fact, during Thanksgiving, I created something probably 20 plus years ago that I had made up until like a couple years ago, constantly. And it's, how much do you guys like eggnog?
Never had it.
Never had it.
Oh, well, so I created this thing called eggnog pie. And something really didn't sit right with me last year. I was pissed because I was looking through social media, and there was this lady who was like, let's make some eggnog pie. She literally used my exact recipe almost. And I made this up. Like I sat there in my mom's kitchen and made this recipe up. I did that. I did a peppermint pie like it as well, just not with eggnog. And I was so pissed. You have no idea how upset I was. But I would literally, you know, when you serve that pie though, you've got to put a generous amount of whipped cream on it, you know, because Grim would like that.
It all loops back to the whipped cream.
Well,
Always.
to be fair, that's one of my main ingredients in my pie because I turn it into kind of like almost like an eggnog mousse. And I fill a pie and then I basically throw it in the fridge to set and put a little nutmeg on top and like dusting. But when I saw this heifer, like, I was like, how dare her? I've had this recipe in my repertoire for over 20 years. And I was pissed. So I yelled up at Chad when I found. I was like, dude. He's like, what? Yeah, I was not happy. But that's one of the, you know, but everything else with Thanksgiving, that was our tradition that we loved to you know, decorate at night, you know, for Christmas and celebrate and give thanks for all day of Thanksgiving. And we had a tradition where we'd always go all right before dinner, we'd pray, and then afterwards we would all go around and say something we're thankful for. And I like that. Of course, my dad, when he prayed, he'd pray like 15-minute prayer, like, Dad, we're getting hungry. Come on, just end it. You know? But you know, I mean, I'm just saying, like, that was my experience. And I definitely just wanted to share that with you guys. So there you go.
Well spoken.
Well, thank you.
Yep. Nicely done. Anybody
Next.
else got any like stories? No?
Nope.
No stories. No stories that anybody can
So,
recount.
so we have someone getting suplexed and the true meaning of Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Amazing.
What, Ocean, you don't have any stories from your childhood or anything with Thanksgiving?
Nothing specific to share.
Really? That means he has some really good stuff, but he just don't want to share it on a podcast.
Maybe we'll all get together one day and then we can all do a podcast around an actual table.
Yeah.
And then maybe then you'll open up.
That would be really cool too.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll do mine since it was a really nice Christmas. Dang it!
Christmas.
I broke my own
You're not a
rule!
true.
How
You're not a
can't
true
believe
thank
it.
giver.
I
how
can't
dare
believe
you.
I just broke my own rule. I need to
Right?
excuse myself from the table.
You need bullwhip.
You have to
And
go to the kids' table now.
I need to get whipped.
You need whip.
You need to get whipped
You need
creamed.
to drag whipped cream. Oh wow, that sounds like really dirty. You need to get that guy out of your basement, bring him up, and do that for us. All right.
But I guess like since I already slipped it up, I might as well just say it now. Thanksgiving is not Christmas.
That's right.
For fuck's sake.
Speaking
And it's
again.
ridiculous how they're doing it even earlier now, as early as Halloween, man.
It's like freaking President's Day. They're like, "You ready for Christmas?" What?
Got his whole
I
house
remember.
decorated.
Oh,
I remember when I used to work at a convenience store. It was the middle of August, and we started getting Christmas stuff to put out on the shelves. I was like, does our provider not have a calendar? Like, do we need to give them a calendar to realize what date it is?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
ridiculous. But anyways,
It is.
back to you, Arson, about your story before you flubbed it up with Christmas.
Yeah. This was. I think this was a recent one. I don't know if this was probably last year, but it could have been 2 years ago. I don't know. Jeez. I guess there's no real reason. There's no way to talk about this with exposing a bit of my personal life here a bit.
We get to learn a little bit about you.
Back then, Thanksgiving and family gatherings were pretty big. We always went to my aunt's house to celebrate. Everybody came, everybody brought something, drinks, food. It was great. The house was awesome. I had a lot of pleasant memories at my aunt's house. They don't live there anymore. They moved somewhere else, but um it was always great just coming together and, just messing around and doing stupid shit with my cousins. It was just something that I never thought would break, but eventually it did. Um Family complications, my parents divorcing and all that. It was a bit of a rough time, like from the mid 2015 to 2020 was especially strenuous
Mhm.
time of year for family gatherings and all that. It wasn't until like recently where uh I wanted to go celebrate Thanksgiving with my mom. And so me and my brother, we went with her, and before it was it's basically like the smallest Thanksgiving I've had, um just me, my brother, my little siblings and my mom, and my stepdad. And you know, we just before we went to go eat, we went around to like do a little bit of shopping, and I don't know, it was very pleasant. There was something about the atmosphere, or maybe that tinge of nostalgia, but I don't know. It just felt really nice, just like that late at night, cold but not freezing, just going around, laughing, having fun, shopping for stupid things. But I had money this time around, so I could spend some for myself. Uh, it was great. We got a whole bunch of stuff and then went home and I had a lot of food to the point where my stomach hurt. Um, I just had a really great time and I'm really happy that, you know, that happened because I can't remember the last time of a Thanksgiving that since like those early years where ever since everything went to shit that I actually had a good Thanksgiving. But I did, and I'm extremely happy for that.
You know, that's thank you for sharing that with us, by the way. Um,
Mhm.
but sometimes because I have had, in recent years, smaller Thanksgivings, and it's what you make of it. Those times could be some of the best that you could celebrate, and it's you have most things that are around you that you hold dear, and that's all that matters. You know what I mean? Like that was a great story. Thank you so much for sharing that, Arson.
No problem. I'm not a very great storyteller, but I did it
Yeah,
with the most tact that I could.
you did a good job. I know how hard it is for you to share some personal things about you, and
Yeah,
and I know that.
we've
But
all
that
come this far.
yeah, but that being said, I wanted to ask you a question. With your heritage, did you ever have any strange dishes that your family would do?
Not particularly, no. I mean,
Really?
no. I mean, maybe. I mean, I know some. Well, I guess you could say there are some tamales.
Oh, I love tamales.
There's
Mm,
there's that. I don't know if there were more. Obviously, since the whole breakup thing. Like, obviously, we still
yeah.
sometimes get together. It's just not as big as it used to be.
Hmm.
I know they used to bring some unique food items, but I can't quite remember, and I can't remember the names well. But I know
Yeah.
tamales was a big one, and I really like those.
Yeah. I just had some. Like someone at school made a bunch, and I commented on her post, and she's like, "I'll bring you some." And man, they were pork tamales, and they had a bit of a spice to them, and they were so good though. Like, oh, so good. But
They can
yeah,
be really delicious.
I've been so I have been to a when I lived in Atlanta, I spent Thanksgiving with so we went so in at our church we had a Spanish church as well there. So there was a Spanish speaking church, and so I got to know the pastor there, and so they invited us out for Thanksgiving there, and they had a lot of different things there. It was really cool, like just to see that they actually and the his wife would make tamales for people, and sell them and stuff like that. And it was like, she made some really good ones too. But yeah, anyways, I forgot about, that sparked that memory about that. That was a really good time having, of course, most of the people there didn't speak English, so we were very limited who we could talk to. But it was such a good and just a good day, and they had so many different types of food, different ethnicities were there, and we just came together and had a really good day, and it was a good one. So there you go. I guess I shared another story. Sorry.
It's all good. Well, I guess now that we've reached the end game now, I guess there's only one thing left to do. What are you all thankful for?
Can I go
And we'll
first?
start with Bones. Well, okay, we'll start with Bones really quick first, because
Okay,
I feel like he hasn't
contributed.
Yeah, what's going on? What's going on, Crazy Young?
This is good beer.
Yeah, you've been. It's like a pyramid of cans behind him already.
He's made a throne of cans.
Natty Light back there.
So what are you thankful for, man?
And I guess I'm just gonna come across as
Cold and
sappy here a
callous?
little bit,
Oh,
but
okay.
if I had to pick one thing that I'm thankful for, it's good times and good people.
Mm-hmm.
Good times and good people to spend those good times with.
Yep. Amen, brother. Amen.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Phoenix, go ahead.
All right. Well, you know what? I decided I'd rather go last, so go ahead and let everybody else.
All right. Ocean, what about you, man?
What was the question?
What are you thankful for? I know you're distracted with all that whipped cream on your food, but
What am I thankful for? What am I thankful for?
Do you want us to come back to you?
I mean, it's just the normal stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
Family, hanging out. I'm
he's thankful for whipped cream.
thankful for not having whipped cream.
Cool whip.
Yep. That's all I got.
Yeah, that brought a tear to my eye. Thank you.
What about you, Grim?
I mean, can't really say anything that hasn't been said already. Thankful for friends and family and just people that you enjoy spending time with. Even though I despise most of my family's turkey, that doesn't change the fact that I'd go to their Thanksgivings just to hang out with them and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I've been to 2 already, and I mean, it's nice to go see my cousins again because I don't get to see them very often. It's crazy because when you're younger, you hang out with them like they're I feel like cousins are just the gateway to what friends are. You know what I mean? It's you just hang out with them so much. They're like your first friends. You know what I mean?
They are your first friends, absolutely.
Yeah, and it's just nice to know that they're doing good and stuff. And then yeah, it's always nice to just kind of see how they've developed as a person because not I don't know how to say this. It's it's crazy to think that people have lives. If that I know that sounds kind of weird, but it's crazy because I was at one of my Thanksgivings and I was talking to my cousin and I had no idea that he even knew what Monster Hunter was, and he just told me that he loved Monster Hunter and stuff, and I was like, oh, dude, are you serious? And then we just talked about Monster Hunter for half an hour when I didn't even know going in. I didn't even know if he knew what Monster Hunter was. You know what I mean? So it's just nice to see how people develop as a person too. I'm thankful for character growth, I guess.
Character growth. Also, obligatory Monster Hunter reference.
Yep.
No one's
All
gonna
right,
sit here and
Phoenix,
say,
you're up.
well, I'm thankful for DBD. No, I'm kidding.
No, you ruined it.
No.
Ruined.
To be honest, I'm thankful for a lot. I'm thankful for my family, my basically good health, I guess. I mean, I've got some issues, but you know, I live through it. I'm thankful for my dogs. I'm thankful for a lot. You know, I'm thankful that I've was able to meet you guys. You know, and the thing is, and I've always talked about this, but the person that ties that is Zhombi. Because look, let's take a stroll down memory lane for a second. I met Zhombi through my roommate Chat because they went to college together, and when I moved back home from my divorce, from my separation, I was a broken man, and I met Zhombi, and then I was broken even more. No, I'm kidding. But no,
In
but
a different way.
yeah, but you know, I got to meet Zhombi, and you know, we really clicked. Chad and I clicked so hard. You know, like just like did we just become best friends type of deal? You know, and then Zhombi came into my life. You know, and then that fateful day we started playing. Like that's kind of weird. I'm grateful for GTA. You know, um, that day we all started playing together. I got to meet people that you know I've grown to love as brothers and sisters, and because of that, that led to my community. Things and different choices led to me streaming, but none of that would have been possible without Zhombi entering my life. So I'm super thankful for you, man. You're truly one of my best friends, you know, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful for each and every one of you. Not so much Grim, but you know, I mean, let's be honest. I am thankful for you, Grim, but I don't know you as well. You know, I'm starting to get to know you.
I get that. I get that. Yeah.
But like in all honesty, like I was getting a little emotional, so I needed to pull back up a little bit. But I'm so thankful for each and every one that I've come across, and there's nothing more thankful I am that for me than God Himself, because you guys know my beliefs, and that's the thing that I am the most thankful for is my relationship with God and Jesus Christ. But you know, I'm thankful a year ago, a little over a year ago, I brought up this crazy idea to do a podcast. And I had so many people willing to do it at the time. And then we're not going to talk about the rest of it, but it ended up being a good core set, you know? And granted, I know not as many people has been here as much as usual and all that stuff, but I am truly, truly thankful for every aspect of that. You know, I am thankful for Dead by Daylight, mainly because it introduced me to a lot of people. I would have never known Ocean without Dead by Daylight. So, or like I know he came into my stream, but it's like the streaming community can be super toxic, but I love my community. They are the best, and no one can change my mind about that either. And I'm telling you right now, 100%, I just love you guys. You know, and I love what we have built here. You know? And that's what I'm thankful for. And that's all I got. Except for I'm thankful for whipped cream.
It
Well
began
said.
with whipped cream. It ends with whipped cream.
You dang
Well
right.
said, well said.
It always starts and ends with cream.
Ain't that the truth? But yeah, thank you, Arson.
No problem, man.
What about you, man?
I guess I'll get my piece out of the way. Might as well since I'm already this deep. Yeah, most of what you said, I am incredibly thankful for. These past few years, this whole journey that we've all had, it's been a ride, you know.
Yeah, it is.
All these different shenanigans and the jokes, the times, the streams, the mostly everything. It's just been it's been a privilege. These even further back when all that shitty stuff was happening, my best friend came back into my life. And from there on, it just kind of spiraled into this whole thing where we played games because he got his first console. Before, he used to just crash at my place, and he played Rainbow Six Siege for hours on end while I
Oh
watched him.
gosh.
He was so obsessed with that game. And then he finally got his own console. I was there when he got it. And the very first game we both went into, we met Pack. And through Pack, we met Grim. And then we met so many other people. It was a whole adventure. Just playing all these different games, having all these different laughs. And man, like Grim, you and the others were the wind on my back. Like it was great. Every part of it. I'm really thankful for that. And then I met Phoenix, and that was a whole thing, huh?
Wasn't it?
I mean,
Oh.
what about talk about a chance encounter?
Yeah.
And then I met a whole community of people.
After he bought his way in. No, I'm
Yep, VIP bought my way in.
kidding.
Wait, you can buy your way in?
I should have
Yes.
smooth talked my way. I just wanted the shortcut. But we've grown like a whole family here. And I'm looking forward to whatever comes next for us.
Me too, man. Oh,
And that is what I'm thankful for.
love you, brother. I love you guys. You know, you
Mhm.
you really are an amazing group. You know, even you, Ocean. And I do that because he's muted right now. So, but I'm just saying, like everything that we have been through, you know, particularly myself and Zombie over the last few years to now, it's just amazing. You know, thanks, guys.
And with that being
It's
said,
like-
dear guest, oh well, you want to say your last thing, Grim?
I was gonna say it's like they say, friends are the family that you choose. That's all I really had to add.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Graham, I look forward to getting to know you better over the next year. You know, maybe
Yeah, same.
maybe by next Thanksgiving, you know, there'd be so much more to be thankful for because of you. You know, like we don't know. So
Just have to wait and see.
that's right.
But with that all being said, dear listener, I hope you've enjoyed the delicious non-existent food and the pleasant company.
It's been
We
great.
were all glad. Shut up, Phoenix. We were all glad to have you here at our table. And we hope to see you next year, We'll have to see what happens then. Who knows what wacky topics and other shenanigans will ensue during this up and coming year and everything else. So, until then, we raise a glass to you and your family. Have a pleasant Thanksgiving. Hold them close. Because they are more valuable than you could ever imagine. And so with that, we've come to the end of our time. We will catch you in the next one, where it will probably be less sentimental and more, as per usual, to the script goofy bullshit. Check out the description for links and stuff, all that. Merch is still not a thing. It probably will be soon, though. Expect an ocean body pillow by next year sometime. I don't know.
Sorry.
And
a full on body pillow, like life size of Ocean.
yeah,
It's gonna be a big fucking pillow.
Okay, so let's reel
Like I
that back
said-
in. Sorry.
Have a pleasant Thanksgiving. You know, have a good time with your friends and family or any loved ones. Be safe as always, and we will catch you in the next episode. Bye bye.
Hey
Bring
Arson.
me a beer.
Hey Arson. You passed
What?
the potatoes?
Oh yeah, man. You want you want whipped cream on that?
Oh, extra, please.
All right, I'm leaving.